Hey, if you can spare a couple minutes, I want to tell you what On Teaching is all about. You see, I'm very passionate about the power of education, and I'm frustrated because I feel that educational institutions are faltering, but I want to help. And so, what I've done in this course of trying to help is a few things that have failed that brought me to where I am right now. So, this is a little bit of an origin story, and it will help you know how we got to where we are and where this organization is going. So originally, I thought the biggest need in education is that, well, students actually need extra help. So I created a website, The Bearded Math Man. And that website was designed to help students with math. It was a little different than some of the other websites out there because it focused on conceptual understanding and mathematical literacy. I really wanted students to know the why behind the math. But served a need, but it was largely unused because, well, the students that are highly successful, well, they're being successful because they fit within the system. They're reaping a reward. The students that could be highly successful but fail or struggle to get involved, they're really not interested because they don't find anything meaningful being offered in school, so they're not even going to look. And the students that really struggle, they're well-intentioned, but they maybe don't have all the skills, or they maybe have other issues that are involved, especially in math. What I found is that those students, they have this cognitive distortion where they undervalue their own abilities and they self-sabotage to fulfill their expectations. Those students need cognitive behavioral therapy, not a maths tutor. So while that project is still there, it's taken a back seat. So then I moved on and I started thinking, well, what if we start addressing the people in power? What if we start working from the top and try to make whole-scale institutional changes? What I discovered was that the people that are in power because of the system the way it is. They're really not interested in changing. The risk doesn't really offer much reward for them. The risk of trying new things and seeing how that goes has very little payoff. So they really weren't interested. And then on the flip side of that, a lot of the people that are really active politically are hard to be around. We can say it that way. There's a lot of self-interested bad actors, and while that avenue can be very powerful, and I think there's a need there, I'm not the man for that. So then I moved on, and I started my third project. And this one, I have suffered my biggest failures, but I also ended up on the right path, I believe. So in the next project I started, it was called Math Connected. I even started a nonprofit organization. And what this organization does is it addresses what I believed was the biggest need in education, and that was teachers needed help to better deliver lessons. So we needed better lessons, we needed better assignments, and we need better assessments. Now, there were a couple things that went wrong with this approach. Number one, it aligned with the same thinking that has education in this negative feedback loop where the cure is often the cause of the disease. You see, I was focusing on the process, not the people involved. I wasn't serving the needs of the teachers. The needs of the teachers need to come first, and then all of those other things will be much more powerful. You see, we don't really need updated curriculum and better technology. We don't really need better textbooks and better tests. Those are tools. A highly qualified, highly skilled artist can create beautiful things with limited resources. We need to help our teachers become those highly skilled professionals. The number one way that we're going to go about doing that is we're going to help support teachers so that they can restructure some of the expectations that are occurring in the classroom. We're going to unburden them with the inappropriate expectation that they are the ones responsible for learning. They are the ones responsible for grades. That lies squarely with the students. The teacher's job is to create a high-quality class and then foster student development and shepherd students through that program so that they can develop and earn a meaningful education that will be profoundly impactful for them as individuals. And so that's what our focus is on here at On Teaching. And so even if this over time proves to be slightly off the mark, it is moving us closer and closer to where we want to go, and that is to improve the nature of education. So if this resonates with you, I'd love for you to get involved. There's lots of ways to do so. We are looking for people to just participate in conversations. We're looking for people to participate in interviews and podcasts. We're looking for contributors to write articles for the blog posts. So if you're interested, I would like you to sign up with our Facebook group. That's where we post a lot of the information. Read our blog, watch our videos, listen to the podcast, get involved, and then of course, share the word. Word of mouth advertising is king. So if you know of somebody, even if they're not in education, that might be interested in getting involved, send the word. My name's Philip Brown. I really thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day.